there, and you can learn from your side. But as much as possible, we will try to give you. Okay, so let's start. LaTeX introduction. So why you will use this? There are lots of purposes are there. For example, if you want to prepare notes, right? If you want to prepare notes, yeah, Mandar is there.
Yes, sir.
Mandar, in case if I got disconnected, okay, because if suppose light is not there or some kind of Wi-Fi issue is there, then please let me know. You can call me directly and please let me know, right?
Yes, sure, sir.
Okay, okay. Thanks a lot. Yeah. So how will you use the LaTeX? So for example, if you want to prepare any notes in proper formats, okay, or if you want to make lab manuals, I'm sure you won't be making the lab manuals, but the staff will be making the lab manuals and all. Question papers, journal papers. Yeah. So if you want to publish any papers, journal papers, or anywhere, right? If you want to write the papers, you can use the LaTeX. Conference posters. Okay. If you want to prepare PPTs, if you want to prepare your black book reports, okay, project reports. So for that purpose, you will be using the LaTeX. Second thing regarding the pronunciation, so the word is written, it's like latex, but it is pronounced as latex. Okay, it's a tech, it's not a text. And the second version of this latex is latex 2 epsilon. So it's the second version, right? And the third version is also it's undergoing latex 3. So, but currently we are using is what latex 2 epsilon. So please remember, it's not latex. So normally people pronounce it as latex, but it's not a latex. Okay, it's latex. Please remember this. Who was the creator? The creator was this Donald E. Knuth. He released in 1978, but he created TeX. Okay, and TeX was program created by Donald Knuth, and it was aimed for typesetting text and mathematical formulae. So his basic aim was to typeset the text the way he wanted, and to enter mathematical formulas. Okay, in the documents. So for that purpose, he created TeX, and which later became the base of your letter. And if you see the three letters TEX, so basically these three letters are derived from Greek capital letters tau, epsilon, and chi, right? And in the ancient Greek, this meaning is what? Skill, art, or technique. Please mute if please see that your yeah, mic is muted. Okay. So in the ancient Greek, there is a word raven, meaning is what? Skill, art, or technique. So I have covered this yesterday in the video. And then later, Leslie Lamport, okay, he created a LaTeX, and he used this text formatter as its typesetting engine. So presently it is maintained by Frank Mittelbach, but LaTeX is a micro package that enables authors to typeset and print their work at the highest typographical quality using a predefined professional. Basically, all of you must be aware of HTML, right? The way we so HTML is what a markup language, right? But the way we want to present any document, it's available everything over there. We can design according to our way. So similarly, here we can use the LaTeX and we can design our reports, our PPTs, okay, our book also. Anything if you want to write, we can use this LaTeX. Okay. So I'll just keep this. Okay. So what is the basic structure of there is a video available in the no classroom. So if you want to again see this introduction, you can visit that particular video. But I wanted just quickly to revise this thing. So what is the basic LaTeX structure? So for any basic LaTeX structure, please remember the first part will be document class. Okay. So see the symbol also slash backslash. So all the commands will start by backslash document class. Then if you see here, two brackets are there. One is square bracket, and then there is a curly brace bracket. So this entire thing is called as what? Preamble. See, this square bracket is the optional part. Okay, if you want to give certain attributes, certain parameters, uh, for example, whether you want to set the font size, right? or whether it's a 12 point or what. So that kind of attributes you can mention in this square bracket. Then this curly braces is the compulsory, and here also we will specify certain things. Then the entire thing will start by begin document and the end document. So whatever you want to write, you are supposed to write inside this begin document and end document. So anything which have the begin, it must end with end part. Okay, so if you are beginning anything, you will have to end it. Please remember this. And this part is called as the body part. Clear? So the main structure of LaTeX input file can be divided into two parts: preamble and the body. Preamble and the body part. Clear? The preamble is the first part of an input file that contains the global processing parameters for the entire document to be produced, such as the type of the document and page formatting. In the main body has the entire contents to be printed in the output and is mixed with various LaTeX instructions. Okay, so I hope this thing will be clear to you. So this will be the basic structure which you will have to remember. Document class, okay, that will be a preamble part, then begin document, and then end document. Okay. Then yesterday in the video, I also shown you how to install this. So we require Miktex. Then I told you to download this Tech Studio and TechWork. Okay, you can use any of this particular ID, right? And second thing, in the entire workshop, I'll be explaining you the things, and then I'll be sharing you the documents and everything, even the whatever I'll be showing you, everything I'll be showing you. Then that document you should take, and later on you can practice. Clear? So I mean, there will be 8 to 10 documents in the entire session, and entire thing I'll be sharing you. You just need to upload. You just need to open from your any of the software and just do the changes, see the effects on your document, and then you will realize. And after that, you can practice from your own. So this is regarding the LaTeX introduction. Now let's go to the further part. Okay. So this is what basically we want to do today. This is styling pages. So where we'll be looking at document class, sections, then table of contents, and paper sizes, changing the paper orientations. All these things we'll be seeing in this particular slides. So let's see one by one. So basic structure of the LaTeX document I described already. It's a document. It will always start by saying document class. See here in the square bracket, I have mentioned 12 point. Okay. In the curly braces, we can mention article, whether it's an article or whether it's a book, whether it's a thesis, right? Whether it's a report. So all these various options are available depending on that, depending on this curly brace parameter. Okay. If you write the article, then the certain structure will change. The PDF structure will change. Okay. If we'll put here the book, then the entire document structure will be modified. So LaTeX will do automatically, but you just need to mention here whether you are writing for, whether you are doing for article or book or thesis or report. Okay. So just by changing over here, automatically it will change the entire document. Okay. And this part is the optional part. Here you can mention the sizes and on. By default, we normally pick this 12 point as the article. Okay. The packages part is there. So there are lots of packages are involved. Okay. And for doing lots of variation in our document, we require the packages. For example, if you want to use the color, so we can use the use package in the bracket, curly brace bracket, we can specify the color. So graphics, if you want to include images and all, right? So we can say use package graphics in the curly brace. And remember, whenever you will try to run for the first time, if that package is not available in your software, it will be automatically downloaded and installed. Okay. And if package is already there, then there won't be any problem. But if the package is not there, then your software will install it. And if you're doing online, then there won't be any issue. It will do it. But for this Tech Studio and TechWork, it will try to install it. So the way you will progress, you will realize that. Then the main body part. So begin document, end document, and here we'll be having the main body stuff to be printed, like title, authors of the paper, okay, abstract, section. I'm sure all of you must be aware of the paper, okay. At least one paper you must have seen, how the paper is, how the structure of the paper is, right? So normally at the top we have the author's name and all, okay, and the title. Then we have the abstract. Then we have the introduction and all. And normally the paper is divided into two columns. So basically that kind of structure is there, right? So all these things we'll be doing in today's session. So remember, the first part is what? It will start with the document class. Here we can mention in the square bracket, it's the optional part. In the curly brace, we have to mention whether you are writing for article, whether you are writing for a book, thesis, or report. Then the packages, whichever feature you want in your document, okay? If by default it's available, then there is no issue. But if it's not available, then we will have to use the package command, okay? And in that, we have to mention what you want to use, whether you want to use the color, graphics, whatever you want to use, you can use this use package command. Then in the main body, this is the basic structure: begin document and end document. Okay. So for example, yeah, here if you see document class options and class, so it's mentioned over there like article for article in scientific journals, presentations, short reports, programmed. But you will have to see, okay, after changing that particular class, this class, after changing this, you will have to see whether your document is looking what you are desiring according to that. Okay, if you desire, you will have to match, and if it's matching, then you can proceed with that. Otherwise, just change from the article to report or book, whatever you want. So these are the basic classes, like talk class for proceeding based on the article class, minimal. The report is there, book is there, slides are there. So many a description. In the optional part, we can mention like this: 10 point, 11 point, 12 point. Set the size of the main font in the document. Okay. So if no option is specified, then 10 point will be assumed. Okay. So normally we select 12 point. Then we can mention A4 paper, letter paper, right? So normally we select A4 size paper. So that also we can mention here. For example, we can mention like A4 paper, then comma, then 10 point. Okay, like this we can mention the parameters or attributes of this optional bracket. Then see here. Then yeah, we can here we can specify one column or two columns. If we will mention here comma 2 column, then the entire document will get splitted into 2 column. And then while writing the books and all, we normally most of the time we also prefer this 2-side or 1-side option, and that also you can change. You can see over there. Then there is the option of this landscape wala part. Okay, it will change the landscape to the landscape mode. So this is regarding your document class options and class. Now a little bit description about article, book, and report. So article will look normally like this. It will have the section. Then book will have normally a chapter, okay, or section, but normally we prefer a chapter. Then the report is also can have a chapter or section. Then in the article, explicitly add headers. Okay, so it automatically explicitly add headers. But book header with the page numbers automatically created. Chapter name, event pages, sections, and the name odd pages. So we will see once we will do the practice. And this report also explicitly add the headers. And article 1-sided, this book is normally 2-sided, and this report is 1-sided. Okay, so we'll see by practicing this. Okay, so for example, if I write like this: document class 11.2 side, then A4 paper, and in the curly brace I mentioned article. So what this means, instruct LaTeX to typeset the document as an article. Okay, because this is an article, I mentioned in the curly brace what article. Then with a base font size of 11 points. So base font size is what, 11 point, and to produce a layout suitable for a double-sided printing on A4 paper. So printing on A4 paper. So like this, multiple attributes we can specify in this optional bracket, and then the curly brace we can mention whether you want to publish for article, book, or report. Then the preamble part. So preamble packages are defined for different purposes for use. So normally before begin document, okay, that part is called as the preamble part, where we'll be using the use package command, and we can use the different packages. So most of them are installed automatically during the compilations. So for example, the syntax is use package, then option, and the package name. So for example, here use package AMS math. So this package is required for equations and all. So if you are writing any equations, if you are writing any formulas, you can easily write with the help of this AMS math package. Otherwise it will not be written properly. So if we normally see, we normally face this problem in the Word document also. Whenever there is a whenever we have to enter the equation and all, so the problem starts, right? So what we do normally, people go here and there, they will just take the screenshot, or and then they will go in the pen, they will cut that particular equation, and they will paste in the document. But that document will not look good, right? So if you are taking the screenshot, you are pasting over there, and then if you try to print that particular report, then it will not look good. Okay, so that's what here there is a lots of options available. If you want to insert the equations or formulas, we can use this AMS math package. Similarly, we can use the graphics package for images and all, if you want to insert any images. Okay, so for that purpose, images, videos, we can use the graphics package. So if you see here, few examples are there, right? Geometry, then AMS math, tabulas for tables with particular width, AMS math for equations, this geometry for change the page dimensions, then fancy headers. So if you see here, this the C10 organization is there, right? So this is called as C10 in full form is what? Comprehensive Text Archive Network. Is a central place for all kind of material around LaTeX. So C10 has currently over 4,000 packages, and most of the packages are free and can be downloaded, and it can be used immediately. So if you visit this particular website, from there also you can download the MikTeX and all. So ProTeX software will be there. You can download that particular thing. In that, your MikTeX will be there, and then the other IDs will also be there. And from there also you can install it. It will have the full version, right? So this is this is very important website. Please remember this: the Comprehensive Text Archive Network. All the information, all the new released packages, and everything you will be getting on this particular website. Okay. So if you see here, fancy header. So normally, most of the time, if we want to design some fancy headers and footers and all, then we can use this particular package, fancy header. Then graphics for loading the external images. Xcolor is there for colors and all. Okay, so this section we have already done. Yeah. So if you see, the first practice session is what? I'll be showing you this thing, how to create the a report or any article, and then we will change little bit here and there, and we will see what will be the changes. So let's go directly on the software. So I'm starting my Text Studio. Okay, you can practice on any particular software or even on the online software, but I've started already my Text Studio, so I'll go over there. Right, this is my Text Studio, and I have prepared that particular slide. Only thing, you just let me know whether you want to see, whether you are able to see the fonts or not. Whether font is visible.
Yes, sir.
It's clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you see here, this is document class, right? And I mentioned 12 point. Then this is in the optional bracket, I mentioned 12 point. Okay, no need to practice right now, right? I'll give everything, and slowly you can go through all the slide points, and one by one text file is there. See, remember one thing, the extension of all the codes will be what? .text. So you can give any name, and then you can say by saying .text file. So it will accept as a code, and then then we can compile it and we can see the output, right? So the extension is what? Dot text. So I'll be giving you all the codes. You can compile it, you can run it, you can see the changes. So no need to practice right now. Later you can do the practice. Okay. So first this one is then the begin document and the end document. So
Sir,
whatever things you yeah.
sir, they need a little font size bigger.
Okay. Just let me know now whether it's okay.
Sir, one more.
Okay.
Kindly put in
Now,
chat box if is it visible now?
now it's okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So I removed that. Yeah. So whatever you are starting with begin document, it must end with end document. So let me run this first. So this green button is there, right? I'll click on this. Okay. Whether you can see this particular part, or you want me to increase this also size. Whether you can see this.
No, sir. It's a little font. If you can
Okay.
increase.
I'll have to adjust the window also. So just little. Now,
Yes, sir. This will do.
okay. So if you see here in the title, I mentioned my first document. So my first document, right? Then the author, who is the author name. So author name is there. Then no, I've written here make title hello world, which is not appearing, which is appearing on the next this page. And then after that, I've written certain text. So which is appearing on the next page. So after this page, it's going on the next page, and by default this date is coming over there after this title. After this title and the author name, there is a date is coming, and then it will leave the entire page. Okay, it will give the page break, and then the other part will come on the next page. Now this is a basic structure of report. If you see here, I mentioned the report. So this is the basic structure of the report. If I try to mention something else, let's mention it as book, then I'll run it. See here, it has changed the structure, right? Now it's coming like this. And if you see here, the page number is appearing over here, right? Page number is appearing at the top left, and then the orientation is also got changed. So this is book, regarding book. Let's see with the article what happens. Okay, so if you see the article, it's coming on the same page, right? My first document, this date, and then the hello world, this is a LaTeX training. Clear? So later when they will be getting this .tex file, you can do the changes. You can see the for the article, book, right? For the report, you can do the changes, or you can see the effects. You can also add certain contents over there, and then you can see the more visible effects on this particular PDF, right? So like this, we'll be doing the practice after every session, and every staff will be sharing the tech code also. You just need to go over there, you need to change few things here and there, and you need to practice. But keep one thing in mind, that you ultimately you will have to prepare your own paper. Ultimately you will have to make your own report for the project. So keep that thing, that particular thing in your mind, and based on that you will have to design your you will have to practice, right? So that you should learn how to write the report and paper. Okay, now let's go to the slide. Then the next part. So how to add sections and subsections on our document. Okay, so we have seen that how to create the title, how to create the document, report, article or book. Then in that book or article, how we can use the section or subsection. So let's see by the example. Okay. So if you see here, same thing I have done. Okay, nothing new from the previous slide. Okay, if you see the previous slide, entire thing is same. So I just copied that particular thing. What I'm doing here basically is, if you see the output of this particular slide, this particular code, it will not show you any section. Okay, in this document there is no section. So basically I want to add the section over here. So how to add the section? You can say \section, and inside this bracket you can mention the name, right? Whatever name you want to give. For example, I want to introduce the introduction section, and in this I have written, this is my first line written in the letter. Okay, whatever you want to written. So this is how we can create a section in our report. So I am taking as a report now. Okay, this is my report. I'll run this. So this first page is for the report by default structure. Then if you see here, it's mentioned as what? Point 1 introduction. So one section is created, right? In the entire document, one section is created. If you want to add more section, you can add. For example, let me add. Let's say here, I'll say result. Okay, one more section. This is result section. Let's run it. Okay, so if you see here, one more section has come, result section. So this is how we can add the section in our document. So if you see any document, there will be lots of section and no subsections will be there in your paper. So this is how we can add a section in our document. Now, if we want to write anything inside that, so we have to create a subsection. So for example, let me uncomment this. So I've written one subsection. So by using subsection/subsection, you can create a subsection inside that. So let's run this. Okay, so if you see the numbering, it's the section was 0.2. Inside that, I am writing what? Survey as a subsection. So if you see the numbering, it's coming what? 0.2, 0.2.1. So it's basically it's denoting that it's a subsection of 0.2 section. And like this only we do the numbering. Okay, if we are writing any section inside that, if we will go over there, for example, if the section number is 1, then it will be 1.1, and the subsection will be 1.1.1. So normally here in LaTeX it will take the numbering from automatically, and but there are the options. The way we want, we can change this numbering system. Okay, but by default it will give from its own automatically. It will give the numbers. So now suppose I want to change this style. Okay, because in no paper you will be seeing this 0.1, 0.2, that kind of numbering. Normally it's what, either it's in the Roman case or no, it's in the 1 or 2 formats, and then the normal syntax will be 1.2, 1.3 like this, and then the subsection will be 1.2, 1.1.1, 1.2.1 like this. So how we can change? I'll just go here. There is one command. renew
Excuse me,
command. Okay, the section. Yeah,
So how can we add a subsection to the subsection?
there is a one option subsection. Okay,
Okay, thank you,
see
sir.
here. Yeah, so there are lots of things are there. You just just go through this particular station, and then there are lots of things are available. Even in the subsection also we can add one more section, right? So like that, there are lots of levels are there. 4-5 up to 4-5 levels we can go in that. Clear? Okay, so later you can practice that. But normally whenever we write any papers and all, we normally have the section and then we have the subsection. So we don't go much deeper, right? And the subsection may not also work for paper, okay, but it will work for article and it will work for book. So that, like this restriction will also be there. Okay, now I want to change this. So what I'll do, I'll run this. So if you see here, it got now Arabic, this thing, and then 1 and 2 and 3, the numbering is changed. And if you see here, the subsection, the section was 2. So now the subsection is what? 2.1. So I hope this thing is clear. What was my intention to tell you how to create this report. Second thing, how you can create inside that section and then a subsection to that particular report. And it's not only the one or two this kind of numbering system is there. Later we'll be seeing in this particular session, okay, how to change two different numbering styles. But here there is an option. The default it was taking in a 0.1 like that, so we changed that to 1-2 formats. Okay, now let's go to the next part. This I showed you. Okay, so here in this particular session we have covered this particular thing, document class, then different classes and options. Then we did the packages, we saw the packages from the C10. Approximately 4,000 packages are available over there, and whenever new packages come, they if we are regular to that particular website, we will come to know. And then the 2-3 things we saw, writing the reports and then inserting the sections and all. Okay, now let's go to the next part. Let me close these. Okay, yeah. So whether it's visible, this thing, it's visible, na? This is our paper, A4 paper.
Sir, if you can present it the slide. Yes.
Okay, so this is a regular A4 size LaTeX document margin. Now we'll be setting the margins and on. We will we'll be changing left margin, right margin, width, sizes of the paper. Okay, we will giving the space on the top, the bottom. So all these things we'll be doing. So this is a normal LaTeX document margin. If you see here, this is called as what? This is a total body, and this is the entire top margin. This is the bottom margin. If you see here, this is the left margin, and this is the right outer margin. So the 4 thing you will have to remember: top, this left, this bottom, and this is right. And basically all your text will come over here, right, in this particular area. The space between this part and this outer part, this is called as what? Your top margin. But in that there will be, this is called as what? Heads separator, right? And if you see here, this is a margin paper margin per width, and then between that there is one space that is called as margin set. This is called the margin set. Okay, and this is a text width, and this is your text height, and this is your entire body. So this is a normal structure. So let's go directly on the practice session, and there we will try to see. Okay. Now with this thing, we can see the default layout. For example, here we have mentioned the report, right? And in the use package, I have mentioned layout. In the begin document and end document, I have simply written what layout. So this will going to display the basic layout of report. So if you are taking article, this layout command will display you the basic basic structure of the article. If you write book over there, then it will display the basic structure of the book. So by this command, let's view in the directly the software where, what is the structure. So let's go there. Yeah, setting margins. Layout. Okay. So if you see here, I've just written document class 12 point, and I've taken book over here. So let me change this to report first. Report. And I've done what use package layout, and in the begin and the end part, I'm simply displaying the layout. So let's run this. Okay. If you see here, okay, I don't require this. Can you see this? It's very small, but what I want to say is this will basically will display you the basic structure of the report, how it will look on your A4 paper. Okay, so it will display that, and if you see here below, it will also mention the margin. For example, if you see here, the third point is odd side margin, which is 39 point. If you see here, head height, it's 12 point. Okay, head height is 12 point. Text height is what? 548 point. Margin shape, margin par shape is 10 point. Okay, foot skip 30 point. So like this, whenever you are supposed to prepare any project report and all this guidance will be given from the university side. Okay, what different margins you will have to include, and based on that you can select the you can set the margin, so that your structure margins paper margin will be set, and then whatever you will be writing, it will follow in that particular margin. So from the start only you can set the margins. If you see here, top margin is what? 17 point. It's mentioned over there. So normally in the university project guidelines, they will mention you what will be the top margin, whether it's 17 point or 16 point or 20 point. So like that you can set the top margin from there. Head separator 25 point, text width is there 390 point, right? Paper height 794 point. If you see here, this is the footer part, below is the footer. Okay, then this is the body part. Between this is the header area, the top header area. Okay, now let's change this to book. Okay, now if you see the margin will change. There we saw the top margin was 17 point for the report, but if you see here, the top margin is 20 point. So it has changed, right? So depending on that, if you select the book, if you select the article, by default it will take certain layout, right? and in that it will print. So normally the university also mention the same thing. Okay, it just mentioned the same thing for the report and all, and it will just send you as an instruction. But if a little bit changes here and there, that you can always set. If we change this to article, okay, see, for the article, top margin is 17 point only, okay, like report, and it has did some modification. So just if you write article or report or book, the entire all these parameters will be set automatically. Okay, it will take all these settings. Okay, now let's go to the next part. Right. Now suppose we want to set user defined margins. Okay, that was the default margins and all, depending on the type of document we are selecting. But if we want to set the user defined margin, then what we will do? So there is a use package, there is a geometry package. We will use the geometry package, and with the help of this we can set our user defined margin. So for example, there is a example I've written use package. Then inside this optional brace you can write A for paper, then inner margin specified 1.5 centimeter, outer 3 centimeter, top 2 centimeter, bottom 3 centimeter, like that. Like that you can mention all the parameters, attributes, and it will set it. And here in the curly brace, you have to mention what? Geometry. Right? So which package you have to use? You have to use geometry package for setting the user defined margin. Let's see the example. Okay. Yeah. So this is a one document I have prepared. Here I have not written, I mean, what I've done, I just copied from here and there, right? So nothing, I mean, just same biological diversity, the same thing I must have copied over here also from the Google, right? And I've added this section. Then I've added one subsection, okay? Then one more subsection, species diversity. Then one more subsection, genetic diversity, right? So 2-3 subsections are there. Let's run this first and let's see the output first, and then we will do the changes. Okay. So if you see the name, environmental studies, case study, environmental studies is your favorite subject. So I've taken the same thing, environmental studies. And if you see the title, okay, this is the title, environmental case studies. Then if you go here, you will get the contents, okay, table of contents. This I am getting, why? Because I've written this command / table of content. Okay. Author, by author we will get the author name, title we will get the title. If you mention / table of contents, so automatically it will prepare the table of content. Otherwise you will have to write, you will have to go over there on that particular page. Okay, normally in the Word document, what we do, we go in that particular page, we write the content, then we make the table, and then we mention the what is the first section. Okay, and then we go like this, and we have to write 1.1, then in that 1.1.1, then put dots, and then put the page numbers. So all these things we have to do. But here if you just mention table of contents, by default it will create your table of contents depending on your documents. Okay, what you are having in your document, it will create. Yeah, now it's looking proper. Okay. So if you see, the chapter 1 is there, biodiversity case study. Then 1.1 section is there, introduction. Yeah, introduction.
Sir,
Then
sir,
yeah,
the heading, chapter, and contents are automatically added, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So chapter 1, biodiversity case study. Then in that there is a subsection. Okay, in that there is a subsection, biodiversity 1.1.1. If you want, you can just right click over here. Okay, for example, I'm doing right click, and then you can go to source, right? And it will take you to the source. Let's go there. Yeah, so this is what the subsection I have written, subsection biodiversity. So you can right click anywhere. For example, over here you will go to the introduction part. So you can see the source code also. So in the 1.1 there is a 1.1.1 biodiversity. Then if you see 1.1.2 species diversity, and then 1.1.3 genetic diversity. So these are three subsections are available. Okay, now let's go here. Now what I'll do, so by using this geometry package, we can mention our own margins, right? So for example, I'm mentioning A4 paper, then inner should be 1.5. Just, yeah, now you'll be able to see. So at presently, see, this is the structure. Now I'll mention 1.5 inner margin, outer margin 3 centimeter, top 2 centimeter, bottom 3 centimeter. Okay, let's run this. So see here, initially it was able to fit, but now it has little bit increase here, there the margins are changed. For example, if I increase this one, let's say top by 4 centimeter, the top margin. Okay, run this. Okay. See, the top margin got changed. The top margin got changed. Here also top margin got changed. Then similarly you can do the changes, and you can see what I wanted to show you from by using this geometry package, you can mention all your whatever is required thing is there, and you can change the entire dimension of your paper, right? One more approach is there. I'll just comment this. How to comment? You can just put one mod sign over there, so it will basically comment it. One more option is there here, the geometry thing. Okay, for example, here if you see the geometry thing, I mentioned the curly brace, clear? But by using this, we are mentioning here after curly brace, again I am saying what, slash geometry. Okay, and then I am mentioning the different dimension. And if you see here the total I am mentioning, so this total means the total height and width of the entire body part. Okay, height and width, so 170 mm and 257 mm. Then the left margin, right margin, top margin, the structure which we saw in the layout, left margin, out, right margin, top margin. Okay, so that also we can set. So this is one more way, whichever way you like. I'll just run this. Okay. See here, it has changed. Left 30 mm. So right also there is some changes. I'll just change this one, let's say 50. So if you see here, see the right margin got changed. Okay, so much. Here, I'll again do the changes. I'll make it 20. and then I'll run it again. So let's go there. Now see the margin, it's 20. Okay, earlier it was 50. Let me show you again. Now 50. Now see the margin is 20. I'm changing to 50. Run it again. And see the changes. Okay, so now it is 50. So like this, you can make the changes, right? In this text file, I'll be sharing you, and then you can see the effect. And keep in mind whatever the changes you are doing, keep in mind, because ultimately you will have to make the paper. And let's go to the next part. So I am just focusing, okay, I'm just focusing with respect to your paper, okay, with respect to a paper journal, or no, the further sessions will be on the, there will be one session on your PPT also, right? So we are just focusing on this these parts. Otherwise, if you want to learn in the full fledged, you can visit any online sites and all, and you can learn from there, or book also I'll recommend in Google Meet, and from there also you can learn. So I'll be sharing that thing. Okay. Now this thing, headers and footers, how we can modify, how we can set the headers and footers. So basically here we are having these 4 options. So there is a one option called as page style options, okay, page style, and this gives normally a general contents for the headers and footers. So there are 4 different types are available. If we will mention empty in this, okay, if we will mention the page style as empty, then there will be no headers or footers. Okay, then there will be no headers footer. What basically these headers and footers will give? Headers and footers will I'm sure you are aware of that. Headers, footers, the top we will get the headers and footers at the below, and then there will be page number and all, right? And if you want to write anything at the foot, so you can write over there. Similarly, the heading also, if you want to write certain thing, or even the page number also, if you want to print over there, so that also can be set. So if you just apply page style as empty, so there it will not have the headers and footers. If you say plain type, so there won't be header, okay, so no header, but footers will be there. So footer will contain the page number, and that too at the center of the document. So if you write the option as plain, then the page number will be there at the footer, okay, and it will be at the center, but there will not be any header, right? If you select heading, the option as heading, page style as heading, then there will not be any footer, but header contains the name of the chapter or section or subsection and the page number. So in the heading, you will see the name of the chapter or section, and then the page number. So if you select by default heading, if you select the my heading, so the my heading, there won't be a footer. Header contains page number and user supplied information. For example, we can mention certain information over there, and it will take that particular information and it will be displayed. For example, we can mention like this mark, right? And then this information I want to print with the spaces, page style, then again space. So this will be printed over there. So let me show over there. Just remember there are 4 styles. One is empty, then plain, then headings, and my headings. So these are the different page style which you can set. What page style will give you? The page style will give you the information regarding your headers and footers. How you want to set the headers, how you want to set the footers, where should be the page number, where should be the name of the section and all at the heading or at the footer side. So let's go to the practice. So I've taken the same document. I have not changed anything, right? The same document is there. I'll just run once. If you see here, the same document, environmental case studies. Then this table of content, okay. How we will get the table of content? by saying that table content command. Okay, and then chapter, biodiversity, entire thing is same. Now what I'll do, and just look at the headings and all. Okay, the headings and all here. Then at the footer, just see over there, by default it has taken what, the page number at the center, and only leaving to the first page, okay, the other pages are having the page number. One, first page, this is the second page, and this is the third page. Okay, now we'll do what? So if we will do the page style empty, it will not have, right, the empty headers and footers. So I'll just do page style empty. If you see here, no headers and footers. Okay, but this will not be applicable. Okay, the page style empty will not be applicable wherever there is a chapter number is mentioned. Okay, for example, this is the first chapter mentioned, biodiversity case study. So that's why if you see here, there is a number is there, right? This page number is there. But if you go to the next page, there is no page number is mentioned. So by default in page style, what is the criteria? If you see here, if page style is empty, then there will be no headers or footers, right? But this will be applicable. This will not be applicable to the page where there is a chapter number is there, right? Chapter number 1, for example. So it will not be applicable. Otherwise, for the next page, you will see there is no footer, no header. Clear? Similarly, if you see the first page where the table of content is there, so it's not applicable to that page also. Now I'll just comment this. I'll say plain. Okay. So if you are having the plain, then no header, but footer contains page number, that is center. So by default, it was coming the same thing, right? The header, the footer was there, and it was at the center page number. So let me run this. If you see the page number, if you see here, the page number is there at the center, and here also. So if you select simply the plain page style, then there will be the page number will be mentioned, and that too at the center of the document. Somebody's mic is on. Just see that if somebody's mic is on, then please check that. I'm getting some noise. Yeah, got stop. Thanks. Okay. Now, so if you select the page style as plain, so it will be plain. Okay, you will be only getting the at the footers, you will be getting the page number. So I'll just comment this. Let me select this one, page style headings. Done this. So content, page number is there, this heading. Okay. If you see here from the third page onwards, okay, where the chapter number and chapter name is not there, here if you see the heading is displayed, right? And beside that there is a page number is also there. Okay, page number is also there, and heading is mentioned. So if you see here, the heading will give you what? No footer. Okay, heading will give you no footer, but the header contains name of the chapter or section, right? So if you see here, it is containing biodiversity case study, right? Biodiversity case study. So it's containing the name of the chapter. The header is containing the name of the chapter, and then beside that there is a page number. Clear? If we see here below at the footer, it will not contain the footer. Okay. But on the first page where the chapter number is there, so it will not be applicable over there. Then I'll comment this. Let's see the page style, my headings. So by this, okay, let me show with this one first. So if you see the my headings, it will not have the footer. Okay, no footer. Header contains page number and user supplied information. So header will have the page number and user supplied information. So let's see here. I'll run this. See from the second page, from the third page, sorry, where the chapter number is not there, chapter is not there, right? So this AAA I have given, right? This is my user supplied information. Then I have written H field, so which will give you the spacing between these two words on page style and this AA. So it will give the space. Then after that, there is a space and then this page number is there. So this my heading will have the this basic structure. It will have the page number at the top over there and the user supplied information, and it will not have any footer, right? It will not have any footer. So this is regarding your page style, my heading. Let me change this. I'll give some other information. So I'll give this information. So it's a mark right, biodiversity. Then I'm giving space. Then on environment. Then after that, there will be a page number. Let me run this. Okay. Let me drink some water. 1 minute. Yeah. So if you see here, biodiversity, then this information is given user supplied information, biodiversity, then H field, which will give the space, and then on environment. Okay, and then after that H field again. So this space, and then there is a 3. Now let me remove this H field. See here, biodiversity on environment. I'll put it here again. Right. So I'm sure you all are aware of all these things in the HTML language, right? See here, the spaces. So this is regarding the different types of page style. Now let's go to the next part. Okay. So this is page numbering. Now we are having a page numbering style. Okay. So this will give you what? The position where the number appear in the page is determined by the page style used in the document. So we are having basically these types. So Roman will give you the lowercase Roman numerals, right? Then if you write capital, R, then it will give you the uppercase Roman numerals. Then if you write ALPH, these are alphabets, right? It's alphabets, ALPH. So it will give you, and I've written in small, so it will give the lowercase alphabets, lowercase letters. If you write the first letter capital A, ALPH, then it will give you uppercase letters. And if you give the Arabic, it will give you the Arabic numerals. So just remember this small Roman, it will give the lowercase Roman numerals. capital Roman, uppercase Roman numerals. Similarly, the alphabet, lower letters, alphabet, capital, uppercase letter, and Arabic numerals. So now let's see the practice session. Okay. Again, the same document. I'm not changing anywhere, right? So it's the same document. I'll run once. Just come in, please. And I've selected the page style as what? Plain. So the footers will be at the center with the number.